Well, hello, and thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're trying something a little bit different. Talked about this in my last Amber video about really testing the waters when it comes to her random comments that she picks and actually pull some random comments for ourselves. Because in every single one of her videos, it's 90% positive comments or comments that are pretty benign. And like I said before, every single time I've ever scanned her comments, it's, 99% negative. So let's just check out for ourselves what a realistic random comment would be, shall we? Here we go. So I went ahead and just pulled up her last video, and just for complete transparency, just show that I am just basically copying the link from the video, and then I just pulled up a random comment picker. Now, what I noticed when I kind of was testing this out is that there is a filter option on this. So even if she is randomly picking them, how much do you want to bet that she is absolutely filtering out certain words? Because it's Amber. But obviously, I'm not going to do that. So let's pick our first comment. No one cares. Sit and spin, little foodie booty shout out there. Her arms look bigger than my thigh. True. I hope you get better, Amber. I'll always hope for that. Now, I'm going to keep a running tally on how many are like good, how many are bad, and, in the most general of senses. So for right now, we've got 2 negative, 1 positive. You can fix your health, but you won't. True. She likes the way she is. Don't don't Google children with pigtails. You're gonna get yourself on a watch list, dingus. This person's talking about how she was like, I'm not the only one on the planet that wears pigtail, you guys. Well, thank God you showered. Supposedly. Arms be matching your legs, girl. Dragging on the floor. Oh my God. Ain't looking too good. What do you guys think? We're only, a few here. Hello. It's not ready. So far we are 7 negative, 1 positive. What is this girl even talking about? Do you ever walk out of the house without your documents? She's grasping for content. True. See, Amber, there's help right here. And you're not going to take it because you don't want to change. Absolutely not. Her addiction is monetized, so why would she? What a waste of human life. Harsh, but thick thighs. Ha 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 ha. Amberlynn fat shaming other people is insane. Absolutely. She does it a lot, and she tries to, claim everyone else is fat phobic, but she very much is fat phobic. She's probably been hyperthyroid since her hysterectomy. It is very common for women to have it once they go into menopause. Happened to me at 52. However, I was 278 pounds when mine was discovered, and now I'm down to 198, about 60 more to go. So what this person really is demonstrating is that absolutely it is possible to lose weight while you have hyperthyroidism, but of course that's going to be Amber's new excuse. Um, just in the sake of fairness, I'm going to count this one as a positive just because it's not really like overall negative. It's to me more of like kind of trying to give her advice. Everything went from being Becky's fault to being Mama Lynn's. You're never going to change. Absolutely. She always has to have someone to blame, of course. Her saying fur babies over and over fills me with a weird type of rage. Why are you 30 years old talking like a toddler? That's wild. Because she has the brain of a child. She is so emotionally stunted. You can do it. I know you can. It's not too late for you. I almost died before I finally took my health serious because I didn't know I was a diabetic. Please don't do what I did. I changed my whole lifestyle and things are better for me now, and I know it can be better for you too. We got this. Heart, heart, heart. Guess that's definitely a positive. Um, Honestly, I kind of feel bad for these type of comments just because they are so well-meaning, and it's kind of like you can almost tell what point in their Amberverse they're at where, you're at the beginning and you still have hope for this person. Because I know I used to leave her comments like this too, so not anymore, honey. Not anymore. Knowing your penchant for minors. Penchant? What the fuck does penchant mean? Oh, okay. A strong or habitual liking for something. See, we learn something new every day.
Penchant.
Penchant, yeah. Huh. Alright. Knowing your penchant for minors, the pigtails and childish hobbies and TikTok speak are especially disturbing. Oh, absolutely. She completely comes off as like a groomer. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. If I ever had to agree with Amber on anything, it would be her comment, "Wear what you love." Okay. Yep, I'm gonna count that as a as a positive. Um, It always makes me think of when she's in the car with Destiny and she's like, "Wear what you want, wear what you love." And she was basically making fun of the girls that were wearing like the t-shirt dresses. So she don't actually believe that. She's one of the biggest haters out there. Bingo wings. Yeah, for sure. In case anyone's curious, our tally currently is 16-4. Being 600 pounds. Again, this is from the video where she gets the new scale that is a max of 700. Recommending chocolate while needing a 700-pound scale. Girl, you are so ignorant. And yes, of course, your health is going downhill. It would only get worse as you get older. But you don't care one bit. Otherwise, you would have done something about it after your cancer diagnosis. So if you don't care, why should we? Absolutely well said. Yeah, I mean, if her having cancer and then basically having it caught early enough, treated, and now she's essentially kind of got a new lease on life, and now she's, still in the same exact boat she was. She's never gonna learn. She literally bought one a couple weeks ago. I'm assuming she's talking about a scale, or this person is talking about a scale. I'm gonna skip any of the ones that are like replies, just because obviously, it's not easy to tell what they're talking about. Your health has gone downhill because your body cannot handle being over 500 pounds for years, not because you're in your 30s. Absolutely. So, are we starting to see a pattern here? And that I feel like this is definitely solidifying how absolutely full of shit she is when she's picking these random comments because she somehow ends up always picking ones that are pretty positive. Oh no, Amber, you had to do your own lint picking, you poor thing. Prediction: next week we will learn she has Hashimoto's, and she tells us it's from worms in her tap water ice. Oh my god. I mean, it's funny, but it's not completely out of the realm of possibility if we're being so for real. Caramel is low in calories. Yeah, right. It's just the shit she tells herself to eat like shit. Laugh, laugh, laugh. I was in the best health and shape of my life in my 30s. I've also been hypothyroid for 20 years. I'm now mid 40s and my health has started to decline somewhat, only because I don't exercise like I used to and my diet has been garbage. So it's all up to me to fix that. It's not out of my control at all. Yeah, well. Like we said, Amber's always looking for an excuse. Tammy hates you. LOL. Yeah, she also brought up Tammy in this video, and I said I in the one where I covered this video, I thought she had like kind of had a little bit of a squabble with Tammy in the past. Jesus Christ, I'm 40 pounds overweight and I don't like my arms at all. I wish I had the confidence slash delusional to wear stuff like her. Um, yeah, I mean, she doesn't just wear stuff though out. That's why she has those ugly ass lace underlays that she wears with everything because she doesn't want to fully expose her arms. But you know what? Everybody has things about their body that they don't like. I'm not talking about amberlynn because she's obviously an idiot, but every single person on the planet has things about their body that they do not like. And you just have to get to the point where you're good with yourself. Every body is a good body. You know, it takes you through this life, and you just need to appreciate it for what it is, not what you wish it would be. And it took me a long time to learn that, but I'm pretty much just at the point where, you know what, screw it. I'm going to wear what I'm comfortable in, and I don't give a shit what people think. So, ooh, Amber, are you jealous of Tammy? Absolutely. She's been jealous of Tammy. For one, Tammy has her own show and has a lot more fame and notoriety than her. But now that she's lost this weight, you know, and she's getting a lot of praise and stuff for that, absolutely she is jealous of Tammy. Obviously, a state ID. Well, yeah, because she's never gonna have a damn license. I really miss his reaction though. I don't know who that's about, so I'm gonna just skip that one. It's just not realistic to expect me to ever be less than 300 pounds. Yeah, I mean, it's I don't remember her saying that in the video, but it doesn't surprise me. Like, she has accepted herself, you know, her life as it is. Said too, she's never going to have, you know, some supermodel body because of what she's done to herself. You know, she could lose the weight, she could have skin removal, but I mean, it's just sort of an unfortunate thing for people that get to that size. You're never going to look like you probably have in your mind how you want to look. You know what I mean? But yeah, for her to be like, it's not realistic for me to be less than 300 because she's given up. Thanks for showing us how to make ice. Fascinating. Yeah, she explains everything like we're freaking aliens from another planet that don't know anything about planet Earth. Did you forget Amber lying? When your scale registered 350 pounds, you still had to weigh a gallon of water and test them? Yeah, exactly. Touch your thyroid. Show us you know what you're talking about. She has no idea where the thyroid is. And just for anybody that doesn't know, it's actually like in your throat, like near the bottom. That's how they make ice. I've always wondered. Some of these comments are so funny. 54, best health of my life. Hell yeah, girl. If you did not repeat yourself so much, you would have 75% less content posted right now. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah. I mean, and if she removed all of the mundane dumb shit, it would be nothing. She would literally have nothing. Why couldn't you weigh yourself and tell us? Because she, number one, doesn't want us to know her real weight. The same reason that she didn't tell us what her weight was at the doctor's office. But also, I think she did that purposely to piss people off. You look like Timu Freddy Krueger plus a melted Hershey kiss rolled. Oh my god. It literally is a disease. If you're gonna comment and try to be rude, at least know what you're talking about. Okay, so I'm guessing this is somebody talking about, you know, hyperthyroidism. Um, I might skip this one because I'm not sure, what they're referring to. If they're talking to Amberlynn, or if they're talking to someone else. Stop worrying about other people. Focus on yourself. Absolutely. I'm gonna go ahead and count that as a positive just to be nice because it's not necessarily, a troll or something. It's more of like, to me, it's more of like an advice. So right now we're at 5 positive comments to 38 negative. I mean, I think I've proven my point here, but we'll do a few more just because I think this is like pretty comical reading these comments. You're worried about tap water, but not what's in milk. Okay. Yeah, I mean, she has no freaking clue. I mean, if we really want to get down to the nitty gritty, when you think about all the antibiotics and different things that could, be in a cow's milk, and just the general treatment of the animals. Yeah, um, it's the same reason why she'll eat out from restaurants and get their ice and water, and she'll eat the greasy, processed, nasty food. She doesn't care about that. It's only what suits her narrative in the moment. Big Amby probably would read this and have no idea what the fuck he said. Again, this is like a reply, so I won't count this one. How does it feel being a complete empathetic failure? Laugh, laugh, laugh. She doesn't see herself that way. She's so proud of herself for like putting a dish rack together, so. Holy hell, her arms when she's in her laundry room. They're the size of small toddlers. No wonder she wears mesh as compression garments. I mean, yeah, and it's kind of strange the contrast between her forearm. I mean, her forearm and her hands are obviously chubby, but then, the upper arm, just all that sagging. I mean, no wonder it's painful for her to do anything. Can you imagine carrying that amount of weight around all day, every day? Especially like putting your arms above your head for like her to do her hair and stuff. Like, I can't imagine. Oh my god, you guys, look at her face. Ain't no way. I'm guessing that's also a reply. Don't you like the plucking feeling anyway? LOL. They didn't say LOL. They did laugh face, but thought you were a pluviophile. What the hell is that? Let's do some more research, because I like learning new words. And pinch, what the fuck? God. A lover of rain. Thought you were a pluviophile, which, had to look that up, it means lover of rain. Yeah, I mean, she always goes from like, oh my god, it's storming outside. I'm having a panic attack. I can't possibly ride in the car if it's raining. To, she went through the, oh, I love having the windows open when it's raining. And now it's like, let me give you guys a weather update. There's tornadoes everywhere. It's like, bitch. Let's see you actually do a weigh-in on that new scale. Yeah, we would all love to see that. I would love to just know what the doctor said she weighed. I think you actually look cute with pigtails. Everyone deserves to have a little fun with style. There's no age limit for adults, in my opinion. All right, that was like the first actual like nice comment, other than the one that was like, I hope you get help. I can't unhear the seals in the intro. Yeah, for real though. That is like the weirdest thing that person added. Like, okay, it's almost like, is that like a backhanded troll? I don't understand. In a few years' time, I think you will be bedbound, Lynn. Honestly, that's giving her a little more credit than I think she deserves, because it would take almost nothing for her to be bedbound again, assuming that she isn't now. I mean, we rarely see her get off the couch, so um I think that's something too she kind of takes for granted. She doesn't, or maybe she does, but she never addresses this, just how easily she could be bedbound. It would take a twisted ankle, we saw it before. And this time she doesn't have a caregiver right there to, do what needs to be done. So, yeah, a few years' time, I think that's a little optimistic. She's gonna say rain versus storm isn't the same thing. I guess they're probably talking about, her being a Puliophile, a rain lover or whatever. We know that you mispronounce words on purpose. You don't sound quirky or however you want to sound. You sound straight up dumb. No, she does it like because she thinks it's cute. Um, it's the same way that like Chantal will act like babyish in front of Sala, which is weird. Um, but she thinks it's cute to act like same reason that she would always be like, "Babe, what's this called? Oh, a banana." It's like you're so annoying. All right, we'll do a couple more and then we'll wrap this up. And no, I will not be weighing myself right now because it's the nighttime and I have ate and everything else. Girl, did you eat 400 pounds of food today? I think we're okay to get a general estimate of where we're at. Absolutely. It's just an excuse to not do it. A lame excuse, but you don't care about your health. If you did, you wouldn't have a budget for Legos first instead of medication/healthcare. Your words mean nothing and fool no one. Your actions show us what you actually value. It's nothing more than food and empty consumerism. Absolutely, but they are wrong about one thing. There are still people that are fooled because we saw a few of the comments earlier. They're like, "I know you can do it." Your triceps look like a bulging ball sack. Oh my god. Your arms are starting to look like Salvador Dali's clocks. Which are like melted, basically. Girl, that arm in the laundry room is literally crazy. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty striking to look at. I know it kind of took me aback when I was watching. Me when I lie. Imagine making drinking water a personality trait. Never change, Amber. I mean, I think it just kind of shows like how she really has nothing going on in her life where the smallest things are like such a big deal to her. It's pretty telling. Don't you dare talk about our Tammy. The backhanded, she used to use a scooter. I can't. I mean, Tammy's pretty problematic in her own ways, but yeah, I mean, Amber has no room to say anything about anyone. If you don't like eating tendons, don't eat the legs and wings. Stick to chicken breast. I think she's talking about how like some places like the chicken can be like stringy. I'm 40 and my health never went downhill after 30. It's just you because you eat like shit and can't take care of yourself. Yeah. She's not going to show us. She weighs over 600 pounds now. Yeah, I don't know how much she weighs. I don't think she looks as big as like the 2019 era. Because I was watching like a compilation earlier today that like showed like back then. So I don't think she necessarily looks that big, but I think back then she was over 600 pounds. So she's obviously not far off. I mean, the last we knew, she was in the 530s or 550, 510s, 520s, somewhere in there. So it's obviously not that difficult for someone her size to gain 50 pounds. It can happen very easily, especially when she is so sedentary and eating out every meal and over underestimating her calories for every meal. All right, last one. Here we go. Your health has been going downhill for years. Absolutely. I mean, someone kind of already touched on it. If cancer wasn't enough for her to change, it doesn't matter. I've said that, it's going to take a major medical emergency. But even then, if cancer wasn't enough, is that really going to make a difference? So I think we've definitely proven our hypothesis here, as far as 100% she is staging these random comments out of all the comments that we picked. So let me just total them here. Now, keep in mind the ones that were like, just like a laughing face or like a clear reply to somebody, I didn't count those. So out of the 63 comments that we counted, 6 of them were positive and 57 of them were negative. So think it's very clear. Amber doctors these comments, whether she's filtering out certain words or she's just, going and going and going through them. I mean, I at this point would doubt she even uses like a random comment picker because when she shows these comments, she's just typing them out. She's not showing the person's username, she's not showing the actual comment picker or anything like that. So we got you, Amby. We know the game, okay? We already knew, but I just wanted to do this little experiment to kind of really prove the points. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed going through these comments. You guys are so funny. And I certainly appreciate your support of my teeny tiny channel. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.